Pacific Trading Academy presents Mentor Mike's Market Movie. This is a video record of my real-time trades for Tuesday, October 22nd, 2013. And it's currently about quarter after 6 a.m. Pacific time, and this is what the market currently looks like. It's been climbing for a while. There's no absolute signal happening at the moment, so I will get back with you when there is. All right, I'm going to get long. Reason being, we've got a bullish cross in the MACD here on the 1 minute chart, and we've also got rising volume. We also are in the overbought zone with the overlaid stochastic scale that we've got here. This is our overbought line right here. So let's see what happens. Well, we hit the first target, and hopefully our opening exuberance will be fairly unidirectional here, but you can never tell. But when you have a bullish signal like that, you got to take it. Well, we haven't hit any additional targets yet, but I just wanted to show you guys something. Here's the overbought and the oversold line from the shadow stochastic that we have on there. And as you can see also, the consolidation from which this rally began is very close to the pivot point, and the oversold zone. Our R1 level is right here, where we had the first little kind of pullback after the initial rally, and now we're very much in the vicinity of the R2, which may make it difficult for us to get higher. Now you can see that the stochastic scale is overlaid on the price, so its position is relative and can move around a little bit. But in general, it can still help us determine whether we are relatively high or low on the chart. And we managed to hit the second target. And we have now hit the third target. So our score is 633.50. And I'll be back when we have something else to discuss. We're breaking to the downside with rising volume. Let's go ahead and get short. First target has been hit. And we've hit the second target. And we ended up hitting the third target. So well done on that short trade. And as you can see, very directional and rising volume the entire time. Our score is now $1,267 even, and it's not even 8 a.m. That's my idea of a work day. All right, let's take this opportunity to kind of review what went on here. You can see that our high is just a little bit above the R3 pivot point. And as the price began to sell off, it broke below our overlaid stochastic overbought zone, and it crossed below our light steel blue trend definer, which essentially corresponds to the 5-minute white MA over here. So as the 5-minute chart was breaking below the white MA, the 1-minute chart was breaking below the pale blue trend definer, and our 1-minute MACD was breaking below 0, whereas the 5-minute MACD was having the oscillator cross the signal. So there's some correlation there. And we had rising volume on both time frames. So it was pretty much a no-brainer to jump on board here. We also broke through the lower Donchian channel, which is another bearish sign. So for all these reasons, it looked like a good trade. And notice what's happened here. We went from the R3 level, blew through R2, down to R1. So we'll wait for something else to come along. Okay, we've flipped the parabolic. We've got a little bit of bullish gold on the MACD, and it looks like our 1 minute volume is starting to rise. So over here on the 5 minute chart, however, we're looking not quite as bullish. Our white MA is kind of drooping here, and we're a long ways away from a MACD cross, and the longer term volume does not look terribly increasing. So we might want to wait until we have something looking just a little bit more bullish. Perhaps when our trend definer flattens and begins to rise. Okay, we've got the white MA crossing above the pale blue trend definer, and we've still got our bullish gold on the MACD. What we don't have is any rising volume right now, so it's going to take a bit on the longer time frame, but if we get some rising volume on the 1 minute chart, we'll see about getting long. Okay, the price is breaking up. We're getting some bullish bending on the volume, so let's get long. Okay, we finally got an attrition fill on our first target here, so I'm going to move the stop manually. Hopefully it'll keep going. Okay, we got stopped out here around the R2 level, and the score is now 1288. And nothing really going on right now. We got some mixed signals, so talk to you later. Okay, well, we've almost got a bullish cross on the MACD. We're trying to push the Donchian up on the 1 minute here. We've got a little bit of a increased crossover on the 1 minute volume. We're starting to get some volume increase on the 5 minute, and this would be in keeping with the big bearish parabolic that we have going on the 5 minute. So we may be breaking to the upside here for too much longer. Alright, we just changed to a new 1 minute bar, and we do have almost a crossover here. We'll hang on for the end of this bar, and we'll either be in the trade or I'll shut off the camera and we'll wait till something else happens. Definitely have a bullish cross on our 1 minute volume. Okay, nothing spectacular yet. Okay, we're breaking out of the the regression channel here on this current move. We've got a bullish cross on the MACD. Still not much in the way of increase in volume. One way we might be able to see it better is if we get this big batch of movement off the chart, and then we can see that there actually is a crossover with the oscillator line above the signal line. Still, this is pretty iffy at the moment. As soon as we have something definitive, I will be back with you. Okay, we're still breaking out of this regression channel. And notice that we're right on the R2 level, and we're about to cross the trend definer. We're on the border of some bullish gold on the MACD, and our volume is still positive. And we're starting to get a little bit of a turnaround over here on the 5-minute as well. So, is this thing going to break to the upside? Is it going to turn around and sell off some more? All right, I'm going to go long. Okay, first target was hit pretty quick. What else we have in store remains to be seen. Over here on the 5-minute, however, if this is our low of this bearish module, then at some point the price is going to rally up and take out that parabolic. In which case, we have a good chance of maybe hitting our second target over here on the 1-minute chart. So, again, I'm going to keep this crunched a little bit so that we can get a better perspective on our volume over here. Well, it took a while, but we finally got to the second target on our most recent long trade here. There was a good deal of sideways consolidation and a little dip down, but we finally went up. And as I predicted over on the 5-minute chart, you can see the price finally rose and flipped that parabolic. So when there's more to talk about, we'll talk about it. Okay, we just got stopped out. Score is now 1709. And it looks like the market wants to continue to go down. So let's get short. Well, got pretty faked out, and it looks like it's heading higher, so I'm going to reverse. Well, it took a while to get that first target, but we're finally there. And I'm kicking myself for not seeing that this was a pullback and not a change of direction. But such is life. You know, that's going to happen sometimes. What's important is we're going to recover from this. We won't walk away with as nice of a payday, but beats the alternative. Well, I got stopped out, and instead of 1,700 and something, or actually probably closer to 2,000, it's 176. But you know, like I said, it beats the alternative. And again, I'm kicking myself for making that bonehead play, but such is life. These things will happen. Let me show you something. Here's a possible wave count for those of you who are into Elliott wave. This high was probably a 5. We had a quick A, B, C correction, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You notice how our subwaves were carved out here by the momentum modules. You can even see the subwaves here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I should have known that this was a corrective wave and that this move was not finished, but like I said, we're going to make mistakes from time to time, and it's recovering from those mistakes that will make the difference. So I'll take the 176 because I know tomorrow or the next day I'll get my 2,000. All right, folks, have a good one. Oh, and don't forget, we've got a webinar on Thursday, the 24th, 3:30 p.m. Pacific. Be there.